Hey, it's good to see you again. I'm finally starting the leveling process, but there are a couple things I wanted to go over with first. I've said I was going to leave the default UI alone and just have it exactly how it was, like if you just installed the game. But I decided to move the player and target portraits from the top left corner, where they usually are, and most MMOs that I've played, they've been up there. And I moved them down into the middle above my action bars instead to make them a little bit easier to see than have to glance up there if my character needs a heal or a shield if it can do that. Otherwise, you can move any of these pieces around anywhere you want, so there's not really any need to get any third-party add-ons for that unless you want to totally change the look of it. I've always thought the look of this game was just fine. And all this time of my character zoning in, I forgot to show you my Lesser Earth Elemental tanking pet this build has. So let's bring him out. It's gonna take an hour to cast there. There he is. He's got a whole 80 health. Best tank in the game. For the builds and souls that have pets, there are lesser and greater versions of them, depending on how many points you put into those respective soul trees. The lesser ones, like mine, will level with you all the way until level 30, and then they will stop. Even if you go to level 31 through 70, they will stay stuck at 30 and be completely useless. The greater ones will go to 70, but you might not have enough points at level 60 to fill out one of these trees completely. Like this build, I'm not going to get the greater pet at all, so he's going to lose value as the thing goes on. It's more of an early game thing on this build. Let's accept the first couple of quests here.
Welcome back to life, Ascended.
You're going to be right-clicking a lot in this game. One of my old friends years ago briefly tried the game, quickly didn't like the right-clicking to the point that it was a huge turnoff for them, and then they stopped playing. And that's fair. I can't blame them because a lot of gamers can be very particular about the things they like and don't like, so I'd much rather someone find out a game mechanic or anything else isn't for them early on rather than investing time into it. Especially if it's a free-to-play game like this one. I'll be reading the quest text as I go, because it might be hard to see on a smaller screen like a phone or something else. First quest, Ascended of the highest quality. So just look at you. You are a marvel of science. My finest work, if I do say so. As much as I would love to run tests on you, there is no time. The end of the world waits for no woman. We must get you through Orpheus' failsafe and back to the past. Go on with you. Head out the door and speak with Demacia. Demacia? That's a League of Legends thing. Dacia. Demacia, what am I talking about? Completely different game. She can get you on your way to the failsafe. So we just have to
Hurry on now.
walk up and talk to them here.
So you can make right the past.
Good is not enough.
Ascended of the highest quality. So Jamata, I expected you sooner. Did Silver keep you standing around so he could marvel at his own cleverness? No, I was explaining game mechanics. The world will be fine, don't worry. By my ancestors, you'd think that Kalari didn't realize that our defenses were failing to Regulos one by one. The first real quest here. Trial of Ascension. We held Regulos back long enough to engineer you. Now, it's time to prove you were worth all the people who died to do it. Are you ready for that? I believe you are. You are the best of us, and we need you to use your power to help us defend this spot and buy us time to bring more like you through. Then you've got to take out 4 of these people here. Well, that's easy enough. Of course, I cheated a little bit on that one. Hey, I'm level 2 already. World record. Level 2 is actually huge for this build, because I'll put a second point into Pyromancer, and that gives me the first additional root ability. It's like I said before, the more points you put in here, it corresponds to how many points you can get down in the roots. And you get a buff called Pyromancer's Armor. It increases fire damage. That's most of this build until 60 that I'm going to be using. Increases fire damage done by 6%. Damage bonuses from this armor are doubled on critical hits. It lasts an hour and counts as a mage armor. So right off the bat, 6% doesn't seem like a lot, but it's going to scale all the way as long as I'm on this build. So this is a huge start. Fire mages in this game are a little bit different than like in WoW. That takes them a long time to build up to get enough gear to really start pumping out the damage. But these ones are strong straight away from the beginning. Oh, that's a 4-second channel ability. No wonder I took out that first mob so easily. Provided, of course, they're level 1. These aren't going to be any kind of a challenge at all. My Earth Elemental has 2 damage abilities and a charge that's almost instant. Charges are really good. And then I was reading that the pets tend to fall off later on, so they're not quite as strong for endgame and like raiding stuff. But early levels, I will for sure take them. Is that a sparkle? No, I thought that was an artifact over there. I forget if they have the artifacts in the starting zone.
Talara stands on.
Alright, we did it. I'm beating the game. I grieve for those you had to put down. They were at one time our friends, our families, but their souls were consumed. They would gladly take our lives for their new master. Still, that was an impressive display of power. You are all that they said you would be. I'm convinced that you are worth all we have been through. Get a little health pot. Let's throw that there. You know, actually, this is going to take forever if I read all of the text. So I'll just summarize it. Not sure what I was thinking there. But since I'm level 2 now, I can't go back. If I make any mistakes in my speech or anything in here, I'm just going to keep rolling with it. No sense in looking backwards. So next one, I got to activate the defense consoles for Dacioltan and then travel to Coke's Hold. And I'll have a new staff, but with my ascended weapon, this staff will just go towards vendoring instead.
Challenging yourself.
This game makes it very easy to know where quest locations and items are in the mini map and in the basic map there, so you don't need any add-ons to tell you where things are. And they put like the sparkles on here. It's just very clear that this is obviously a thing you have to click on, so it doesn't hide anything. Whereas some of the things in WoW are kind of tricky to find, like some of the herbs for herbalism trades. Oh, I did it. I can right-click on things. We're gaming now. Made it to Coke's Hold.
Hear my plea, Ascendant.
Yeah, they're both the same value. Oh, I got both of them. Oh, even better. Level 3. Holy smokes, I am just rolling through this world here. Next quest, I've got to collect Source Stone ore from the Spectral Harvesters. Those are these guys here.
Best of luck.
But level 3, let's put a couple more points in. Double check my guide here. Yes, it wants 5 points into ignition. Zap these guys down. Oh, they all aggroed on me. I gotta kill them all. Apparently they don't like when a player tries to take them out. I don't understand. I was only trying to get their source stone ore. I don't know why they were so mad at me. There at Regent's Fall. We could probably just walk right by these guys. I don't really need the XP right now with how quickly you level, especially in the early games. So these guys don't really matter to me. Alright, last light. He's preoccupied, so we just keep walking. He's fine.
Believe in your own power.
So the quest of a chest upgrade. Excellent. Plus 11 armor, plus 1 intelligence and wisdom. And we're already level 4. Look at this. We're traveling at breaking the sound barrier here. Next I gotta kill 4 hulking phantasms.
Accept no truth you cannot touch, see, and hear.
We'll put another point in there. And even though I have another point remaining, because every other third level you get 2 points instead of 1, except for Primalist. Primalist works completely different. But the other 4 classes, you can't put any more points in a tree section there higher than your current level. So I have one point missing there. I could put it over into... oh, it's backwards. Oh, I thought I had the tree on the right way. That's right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where they are. But since I'm level 4, I can only have 4 points in there. That's why there's this 1 point kind of hanging around. There's an ability countdown. Deals fire damage after 8 seconds. Sounds like a tricky ability to use. So I'll skip that on my bars for now. Refresh my buff there. This Raging Storm is outrageous. Incredibly strong. Of course, I'm level 4 against level 3, so how weak do I expect this ability to be? Let's see, I'll finish up this quest and then wrap up the video. Seems like a good time to cut it. Got him. What am I doing? I've got the mount. Of course I have the mount.
We make our own reality.
Let's see what we got here. Got a new bag. Doesn't matter because I already have the other ones. And some new feet with 10 more armor and 1 intelligence and endurance. Next quest, I'll have to use the resonance capacitor on some guardians.
Believe in yourself, and you will succeed.
Equip that. Oh, I didn't equip the other chest. What am I thinking? Alright, that's going to do it for this video. I'll be in for the next one. I'm aiming for around 10 to 12 minutes on a video, give or take. because sitting through an hour would probably be a long time. For me, I would struggle with that with my undiagnosed ADHD. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you next time.